What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have the November 2023 Reno-Tahoe International Airport update for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, as we have a very exciting Reno update in store. We got some various aircraft changes, a brand new airline to the airport, and so much to dive into in today's Reno update. I really hope you're excited for today's video. And without any further delay, everybody knows the drill. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start over here, as always, with the Southwest Airlines section, beginning right here with the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700. This aircraft is currently loading up for a non-stop service today, heading over to San Jose, California after coming in from Denver. So glad to see those routes going very well right there. Following that, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700, this time with Scimitar winglets. This aircraft is currently making a non-stop flight today, coming in from Houston Hobby, and now it's going to be making a flight today, heading over to Los Angeles. So glad to see those flights going good as well. Followed by that, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800. This aircraft is currently making a non-stop flight today, coming in from Denver, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Las Vegas. So glad to see our flagship services for Southwest going really well, and of course on the bigger equipment, as everybody would love to see. So ultimately, that's absolutely fantastic in everybody's opinion, I'm sure. And then next, getting ready to push back right here, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft's currently pushed back with the non-stop service today, heading over to Phoenix after coming in earlier today after a flight from Oakland. So glad to see those flights on track as well. Southwest doing really well here at the airport. No major developments coming up, but I'm really excited to see where they go here in the future with it. So ultimately, a really good effort here from Southwest. And then currently over here, we have the Spirit Airlines Airbus A320neo. This aircraft is going to be making a non-stop flight today, coming in from Las Vegas today. Of course, 2 daily flights. We love to see how consistent Spirit's been grooving here at Reno. It's been absolutely awesome, and I'm really looking forward to the effort going into the future. So looking absolutely fantastic, and that is super nice right there. So looking very good right there. I'll be sure to get a little bit better of a view here in a minute, but right here we have this Sun Country Boeing 737-800 with Scimitar winglets. This aircraft is currently making a non-stop service coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul today. It's been a really awesome service that's really sustained well here in 2023. This will be the termination month for the season, so the fact that it made it to November is absolutely awesome, and looking forward to seeing how 2024 goes. Sun Country has really expanded their schedule and has made some tweaks, and ultimately has put practices in place that they have never done before, such as extending these services from August to November. So I'm really glad to see how well the service has been performing, and I'm excited to see where it goes in the future. So ultimately going really well here, and I'm excited to see what they do next season. So looking great for that. Minneapolis, it's been fun and it's been absolutely fantastic. And the partner in crime here on the competition with Delta's Saturday Airbus E319 is also coming to a close this month. So this will be the final time we see Minneapolis St. Paul in the lineup. So again, it's been a super fun year for Minneapolis. I'm really excited to see. Who knows, maybe we'll go mainline here in the future for Delta. But yeah, it's been a really awesome service, and I'm excited to see what they'll do going into the future on that particular service. So just like Albuquerque might follow suit and get mainline, daily rather, I should say. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there, and it's been a really fun story to watch. So we'll just have to keep our eye on it until then. And then currently loading up right here, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800, of course coming in from Salt Lake City, Utah. So glad to see Salt Lake City on track too. So that's been absolutely fantastic. 737 and 2 Embraer 175. Speaking of which, about to unbox that right now in the next update of Reno. We'll have that, so looking very forward to that. It's going to be absolutely awesome. But nevertheless, the Delta 737-800, it's been what a workhorse it's been here. It's been a great aircraft to have in these updates. So looking forward to seeing it contribute even more here in the future. And also really great news for Delta, as Atlanta year-round service will be returning on June 5th of 2024. I have no idea what aircraft type they have in there for it. It would be great if it's a 7.5 again, but we'll just have to see. But really, really glad to see Atlanta returning. I thought that was inevitable considering the geographic and overall the landscape here at Reno. So that's super exciting. Looking forward to covering that next summer. But nevertheless, we have Delta to SLC and Los Angeles in the meantime until we get that in Minneapolis coming back for next season. So how cool is that? I believe it's year-round. I'm pretty sure it might not be, but it's at least for the season at the very least. Okay, right here we have the JetBlue Airways Airbus E320. This is in the Spotlight Tail. This aircraft's currently making a non-stop service coming in from Los Angeles. And no New York John F. Kennedy this month, so what can you do? But it's been nice to see how great they've been doing with LAX. So that's been super fun to watch, and looking forward to seeing more of that here in the future. Okay, yes, this is a cargo plane, but this is the closest I have to what we're trying to represent here. So really shocking, very exciting announcement. The New Pacific Airlines, I believe is the current name now, So their second and third destinations will be Reno and Nashville. How cool is that? So here they are on their inaugural service. I know it's not perfect. I have an AmeriJet 757 in its place. It just looks the most similar outside the color, like the pattern's the same, so that's why I chose it. But nevertheless, this is heading out to Ontario today. This is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday this month, which is really cool. It might be Sunday actually, but it's one of those day combinations. Really cool to have a brand new airline here. This does a really good job, obviously, segueing from AHA because they did have this service before they terminated last year. And obviously, like you saw, Sun Country is going to be going away for this season. So glad to get some low-cost carrier traffic in here with a brand new airline. I hope they do really well. I think it certainly has a bunch of potential because Ontario is really not an airport that's served from this airport now since AHA terminated. Obviously, I have some of the Los Angeles airports like Long Beach and LAX, but you don't have Ontario right now. So I think this will be a really convenient option, especially for our low-cost travelers going to East Los Angeles. So I'm looking very forward to seeing how this route performs, and I think it's going to be really, really good here for Northern Pacific. So the new Pacific Airlines, rather. I'm sorry, I'm used to Northern Pacific. But whatever you would like to call them, they are here now, and it's really cool considering they don't fly to many airports. So really lucked out on this one. Hopefully we'll be getting a model of it at some point. I really do feel like they'll have consistent service. Hopefully there won't be any problems in the mix, but they've done a really good job with their operation to start. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do here. So absolutely awesome to see this. Really, really cool. And congratulations, New Pacific Airlines, on the brand new route to Reno-Tahoe. So here they are on their introductory service to Ontario. Looking awesome and very glad to have them here. What a cool lineup of planes, and so glad to have them here. And again, I'm sorry that it's not perfect, as we have a AmeriJet here, but a huge win for Reno. This is a big time get, and what a cool service this is. Really, really awesome. Absolutely love to see that effort. That is absolutely fantastic. Okay, here's this Learjet 75. This is currently taxiing out with service out to Fresno after coming in from Las Vegas earlier. And then we have the Delta Connection Embraer EarJet-170 for the final time, if all goes according to plan. What a workhorse this has been in this airport. I've really appreciated it. I'll probably even throw it in at a later time just to really pay my due diligence. But nevertheless, this aircraft's coming in from Los Angeles, of course. It's been so cool to see this. So excited for the 175. I know it's just a slight difference, but man, it's going to make all the difference. So looking very forward to that. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So looking good over here at Terminal B, and we'll head over to Concourse A to see what's up. Let's do it, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, welcome to Concourse C, and we have a bunch of really cool planes to take a look at over here, so let's go ahead and get started. So currently loading up right here, we have this United Airlines Airbus A320. This aircraft's turning around with service up to San Francisco, so really glad to see the mainline here. United's really pulled back compared to what they've had recently. Chicago will be coming back next summer, but at this time that service is not active, and the Houston service also is not active, so certainly much lighter load here compared to what we've had relative in the past. So, but glad to see that they at least have quite a good chunk here of service, including the mainline. Speaking of mainline, here's the Boeing 737-800. This aircraft's coming in from Denver today, as always. This is certainly their flagship service in terms of aircraft capacity, as they fly 3 daily mainlines on it. So very glad to see this here. A little bit of all the aircraft too. So that's absolutely awesome, and glad to see United doing well there too. And then I know it's kind of hard to see, but here's the 175 for SkyWest coming in from Los Angeles today. So really cool to see this service also doing really well, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Also, I didn't want to forget, so there's the better view of Sun Country right there, and I'll come back around here in a minute. Okay, here's the American Airlines 737-800. This has the logo on the winglet, just getting ready to push back after that United 175 is crossing right there. This aircraft's currently making a non-stop service coming in from the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. So glad to see DFW doing really well. Just like Tulsa, they're implementing some of those 4 times weekly services in the evening. They'll bring in the plane on like Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday in the evening, and then the light travel days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, they lay off the evening flight since there's not quite enough demand. So really cool strategy there for American. Glad they're doing good there, and that's exactly what we love to see in today's day and age. Right here we have this American Eagle Embraer EarJet-175, very similar to the Dallas 737. Big Brother does follow Little Brother with service over to Austin. However, this is only operated on the peak days this month, so Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, which is really interesting. So really glad to see that they're catering to the needs. Some of the Austin routes are being suspended till February due to light demand, so glad to see Reno still in the driver's seat here, just taking off a couple of the lesser days. I think it's really smart. So really awesome to see that, and glad to see that's doing really well right there. Unfortunately, we have some bad news. The update's predominantly been good news, but unfortunately, we will have some descending news here with this Allegiant Air Airbus A319. This aircraft's coming in from Las Vegas. Unfortunately, we'll be losing another air service carrier as Allegiant following up Frontier in this area. This corner has really not been the best with the terminal to clarify, with American kind of going through services with Chicago and some other, or sorry, Charlotte and some others, and then we obviously saw Frontier, they've terminated. Unfortunately, Allegiant will be following suit. Their final service to Las Vegas will be conducted on January 7th, 2024. Going to be really unfortunate to lose them. They've had that route as a real staple here, but I think with the Spirit addition into the lineup and just all the Southwest frequencies, they probably got clapped on it, which is really unfortunate. Again, they were a really good airline here, and I was really, really glad to see what they've done. But over time, when you have so much competition, Allegiant does not flourish in that market. They are made to serve routes that don't have competition. So it's unfortunate, but they've done a great job here. But luckily, we do get a little bit longer to hang out with them. So again, here's the Airbus E318. This is coming in right now from Las Vegas for one of the final times. So unfortunate, but what can you do? Frontier also had the Las Vegas service, but I think for similar reasons, they terminated that too. Okay, here's the American Airlines 737-800 in the One World livery. This aircraft's coming in from Phoenix Sky Harbor right now. Various mainline services along with regional jets fly that. It's also really exciting to note that Chicago will be coming back on American, so a little bit more luck here for the corner next summer, and they're actually going to fly the 737 as a red-eye in the evening back over to Chicago, which I think is kind of crazy. So, but yeah, really excited to see the route come back. Hopefully we'll continue to see more great developments like that. But yeah, Chicago's been in and out over time, so glad to see that they're going to bring that back, and hopefully it does really good this time. Okay, right here we have the Volaris Airbus E320 with the IAE engines. This aircraft's currently loading up with service at the Guadalajara. This is on Monday through Fridays. Glad to see this route doing really well, and I'm excited to see what happens with it in the future. So who knows, with the category from Mexico getting back to standard, maybe we'll get some new routes here. I'm just kidding, probably not, but certainly glad to see how well this has been going here. So we'll see what happens, but certainly looking good right there. Last but certainly not least, we have two beautiful Alaska Airlines aircraft over here to finish out the concourse. We got the Boeing 737-800 coming in from Seattle, of course. Yeah, Alaska is also really condensed capacity here at Reno and other places. I think it's just with all the new air service they're adding as well. But yeah, just a couple of 737s there for Seattle a day. And then we have the 175 and the Horizon Retro coming in from Portland. That's pretty much only twice a day too. So they've really consolidated here at Reno. But as long as they're being efficient, as long as they're here and doing what they do, I gotta respect that. So looking good there. And again, you just gotta roll with the punches and do what you gotta do at those times. Here's the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Colorado 1 livery. Glad to see this aircraft again. This aircraft's coming in from Denver right now, and now it's going to be making a nonstop flight over to Long Beach. So glad to see those services going really good, and certainly an important part of the airport right there. And then we have this JSX Embraer ERJ-145. This aircraft's going to be making a nonstop flight today, coming in right now from Orange County, and now it's going to be making a flight over to Las Vegas. So very glad to see those routes going really well right there. They're also on the route, technically speaking, so that's really nice. I know it's kind of hard to see, so let me bring it over here, but I did paint this board. The paper was starting to rip real bad, and I just thought it was time. So, and I think it looks much better too. So normally I wouldn't do this on camera, but let's go ahead and scoot this over so we can actually see what we're doing here. I'm trying to scoot it, but there's creases on the floor that make it kind of hard to push it, especially while holding a camera. So let me continue to push, get this into the light that we want. We're almost there. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so now that we have the lighting that we want, let's go ahead and take a look here. Oh, I didn't mean to push that table with that. I pushed the table that's over there a little bit, but you know what? Everything is all good. And let's go ahead and take a look here at our cargo aircraft and good lighting. And now that we have a painted board as well. Okay, so here we have the DHL Boeing 737-800 freighter. This is coming in from Phoenix, and now it's gonna be making a flight today over Los Angeles. So glad to see those services going really well. If I can get out of macro mode to save my life. Maybe, there we go. And then we have, okay, you know what? It's better for the angle. I'll just try to hold it as still as I can. Here we have this UPS Boeing 757-200 freighter coming in from Portland, and it's going to be making a flight today out to Louisville. So glad to see that route going really well there for the boys. And we have this UPS Boeing 767-300 freighter coming in from Sacramento's MHR airport, and now it's going to be heading over to Chicago Rockford. So glad to see some various cargo routes getting in on the fun, as you would hope. And let's get out of macro mode so we can get one nice clean view here of this FedEx 767. Probably is going to take longer to get out of macro mode than what we'll actually get to see the aircraft for, but we did get it out and now we can see it. And here's this FedEx Express Boeing 767-300 freighter, and this aircraft's going to be making a nonstop flight today, coming in from Memphis, Tennessee, and we'll be heading back out there. So I really hope each and every one of you enjoyed today's Reno update. Really glad to see the new Pacific Airlines here at the airport. I think they're a really nice addition. It kind of sucks that we don't have a formal model for it, but hopefully at some point we'll get there. I was thinking the Iceland Air National Geographic one would be great. Unfortunately, I don't have that, but that would be really close. So, but hopefully we'll get the actual aircraft here in the future. But yeah, Reno's doing really good. Excited for Atlanta on Delta. That'll be awesome. And we also have Chicago coming back on American, so looking very forward to that. And then yeah, new Pacific Airlines. Really excited to get to talk about them going forward. Really cool airline. Hopefully I can make a custom of it if no model's done here in the next couple months. But yeah, really unique for the airport and certainly a really cool piece. And I hope that everybody enjoyed that. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really want to thank you so much for watching. I've been getting my outro backwards lately. I apologize. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.